The US invited Japan and South Korea over for a dinner, and eagerly they arrived at the table, only to find it empty. So they asked where their feast was. The US pointed at them and said, "Aren't you two the food?" The recent plunge in the exchange rates of the Japanese yen and the Korean won marked the beginning of the US reaping from these two countries. The yen-dollar exchange rate hit a new 34-year low, with $1 now fetching 155 yen. In just 3 years, the Korean won depreciated by over 20% against the dollar, while the yen's depreciation approached 40% at its fastest. This means that despite Japan and South Korea's hard work and development over the years, their assets have become increasingly cheaper for Americans. This implies that Americans can effortlessly buy in their assets at lower costs, thereby gaining more control and making Japanese and Korean generations work for them. The reason the US achieves all this is because they have military bases in Japan and Korea, using financial means to complete this scheme. This strategy began 8 years ago. Since 2016, there has been a massive influx of dollar into Japan, combined with Japan's zero interest rates for over a decade, allowing for borrowing at extremely low cost to purchase Japanese assets such as stocks and real estates. Western media promoting Japan's economic recovery also further fueled this, driving the Japanese stock tripled within 8 years, while Tokyo property prices hit a new high in 30 years. During this period, American capital gradually cashed out and exited. In 2022, the US began raising interest rates, soaring to the current 5.5%, which posed a huge challenge for the yen at zero interest rates, followed by the yen embarking on years of crazy depreciation. At the beginning of 2022, $1 could only exchange for 115 yen, whereas now it worths 155 yen. So it doesn't matter if Japan's stock market and property value rise. For the US, their currency is losing value, and buying and selling assets with dollars is as casual as playing a game. And this round of harvesting is far from over. Japan will face an even harsher reality next.